Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our core and stretch workout. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're here because we have dead bugs today, and I know you love those. All right, let's get to it. We're going to do first 15 minutes of core workout, second 15 minutes stretch, and we will begin in cat-cow. So come to your knees, kneeling position, flat back, and then we're going to drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Round the spine, exhale, look down. Couple cat-cows before we get going today. And then come on back to a neutral flat back. We're going to extend opposite arm and leg for bird dog, and then bring it back down. Extend the other arm and leg, and back down. Let's do that a couple more times. Wonderful. Kick your legs to the side. Come down to the ground. Yay, I'm glad you're happy. All right, so we're gonna come onto our back. We're gonna start the dead bug just with the legs. So we'll do 10, just dropping the legs like this. And then we're gonna do 10 with the full dead bug, arm and leg. So I want you guys to take your hips, tuck them under. As I always say, tuck those hips under so that the space in the back is gone. Your lower back is touching the mat. There's no space to fit your hands in there. Once you've got that, let's keep the arms by the side today. Just start to drop that heel down towards the ground. Keep that core engagement. Tap it and bring it back up. One other leg, drop it down towards the ground. Back up, 2. Keep going. 3, all the while you're keeping that back on the ground. 4, squeeze those abs to pull the leg back in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. So you can keep that with the tapping of the heel, or now we're going to add those arms in. And if you'd like to extend the leg straight, that's going to make it even more challenging. But as you do that, make sure that the space between the back and the mat doesn't come up. So squeeze that all in. Ready? Set. Go. Either tap it down or extend all the way. Opposite arm and leg. Bring it back in and switch. That's 2. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Drop the feet, lift the shoulder blades, palms face up, and reach for each heel. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wonderful. Everything we do for core today is going to be repeated one time, so we'll do all that one more time before we move on. Arms down by the sides. Make sure there's no space between your back and the mat. You've got knees at a 90-degree angle. Ready, set, go. Extend one down, tap the heel. 1, 2. Really keep that foundation. 3, squeeze those abdomen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the arms into it. Ready? Go. 1. Opposite arm and leg. 2. Keep that back on the mat. 3, 4. Exhale as you come together. Inhale out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Feet down, palms up, shoulders up, and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. Oh, Elias, you don't even need to sit up. Just kidding. Stay where you are. I was all sorts of ready to flip around, but we're not even going anywhere. Next up, we're going to keep that same position that we had with the dead bug. So our lower back is connected with the mat. You can even lift your shoulder blades up to make sure that that happens for this while we do 10 flutter kicks like this with our legs and 10 scissor kicks so they go over top. I'm going to count them out for us so that we don't have any chance to rush because, hey, it's easy to do that when you're stuck in this position, but your feet are going to be lifted off the ground. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 for those flutters and over like that for the scissors. If it becomes too much and you start to notice that you're arching your back and you're just using your hips instead of your abdomen, you can take that down a bit by doing it with bent legs, kind of like we just did that dead bug. And you can do your scissors with bent legs as well. All right, get into that position. Squish your back onto the mat so there's no chance that it'll come up. If you want, lift your shoulders. It's going to make this one even harder. And get ready, set, flutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Switch to scissor. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, those get me every time. All right, next up is reverse crunch. We're going to do bent legs today and try to think about driving them first towards our head and then up towards the ceiling. So we're going to pull, squeezing the abs to start this motion to pull our knees into our chest. You're going to press into the ground as well to help you out. Pull it so that your hips start to raise up and then come back down. You can do this one with straight legs as well. I won't be too picky about it, so choose whichever one you like better. And we're going to go for 10 reps, lifting the hips and coming back down slowly and carefully, not a plop. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're back for those flutters and scissors, 10 reps of each. Get ready in that position, tuck your tailbone, get your back on the mat. 3, 2, flutters to begin. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scissor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Reverse crunch. Let's get to it. You guys are doing great. About 5 more minutes here. And then we get to stretch it out. All right, get ready for that reverse crunch. Sending the hips up off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Here we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay in control on the way down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now's the time when we can actually sit up. So come on up. You're going to come into a side plank. It doesn't matter which one you start with because we're going to do both. So place one forearm on the ground. You've got some options for your side plank. First one will be with your leg bent. That bottom leg is bent. Coming up into that side plank. That's option number 1. Option number 2, top foot steps forward, bottom foot steps back, and you've got a staggered stance or 1 foot on top and come on up. So from that choice that you make, we're going to do dips with our hips, down and up. So let's say you choose this one, hips are going to come down, up, regardless of which position you're in, and we're going to count for 10. So choose which type of plank you want to do, whether it's that bottom leg down, staggered, or stacked. And we're going for 10. Come on up. And begin. 1, 2, 3. Really pull them up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch to the other side. We'll do the same thing. In your plank. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flip to your front. Okay, so that bird dog that we did in the beginning, we're going to come back into that position with opposite arm and opposite leg out. Make sure that your back is flat and there's no arch. So pull your belly button up to your spine so you've got a nice flat back. Same thing has to do with your neck, so make sure it's not tucking in or looking up. You've got a nice straight line from hand to foot. Once you get there, we're going to lift and lower, just a slight pulse. Lift and lower the arm and leg, maybe a couple inches. We're going to go for 10 on each side. Get ready. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Hold that belly button into the spine and begin. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Switch, come to the other side, lift it up, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, come back to that first plank, side plank that we did the first time. Getting ready for those 10 hip dips. In 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Get ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to those bird dog extensions. Last time through. This should be the last thing we do before we stretch. Unless we get through quickly and I add something else, because you know I have a tendency to do that. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lift it up. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 45 seconds. There's plenty to do with 45 seconds before we start. Let's do 30 Russian twists all together, and that will be the end of it. I want to do straight arms today. So you're going to lean back, arms are straight, and we'll go side to side. Get ready. Set. Begin. Feet can be down or up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Woo! All right. Lay all the way down onto your back. Extend your arms and legs overhead. Maybe close your eyes. The hard work is done. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Take the arms back down, meet them with the left knee, so bring that left knee into the chest, hug it in. Take the hands to the back of the leg and straighten up that front leg. And then take that foot and cross it over the other leg so that you've got a figure four here. Slide your arms through, pull the hamstring of the right leg now, and use your elbow against your left leg to push that knee away, create some space. And slowly release both legs down to the ground. Bring now the right knee into the chest and hug it in. Take the hand to the back of the thigh and straighten that front leg up. Bend the knee, bring the other leg up, cross the top leg over, slide the arms through and reach for the left hamstring now. Right elbow comes to right knee to push it away. And slowly release. Take the knees into the chest. Take your arms around, maybe around the backs of the legs actually. And we'll start to rock and roll a couple times before you come all the way up. When you get there, we're going to, where did I want to go with this? We're going to come to our knees. Tuck the toes. So once you get there, you'll lift yourself up. You can actually have your knees spread slightly. And we're going to either take the hands to the back of the body, just above the glutes, right on the lower back. My hands are flipped so that my fingers are facing up. But if that's not accessible to you, you can have your fingers face side to side. And then we're going to push our hips forward for a nice little back bend. Hips go forward, the head comes back, shoulders come back for this variation on camel. So if that's enough for you, you can stay right there. If you want to continue there, you're going to reach down. Maybe this is accessible, maybe not. You don't have to do any of this, but stay wherever that back bend feels good, where your shoulders are opening, heart is opening, and hips are pressing forward. Stay there for a couple breaths. So good for those of us that sit all day and have rounded shoulders at our desk, myself included. And start to make your way up. Stay right here for a second. I'll give the spine a moment to neutralize before we come back forward. Wonderful. Take the hands down, and then we'll come into downward facing dog. If you need to move around on your mat, you can. Tuck your toes under, peel your hips up, and pedal out the feet. Ground down through the left foot, sweep the right leg up, heel stays up, toes facing down. Bend the right knee and open up the hips, so stack them one on top of the other. That foot will go over to the left, and you should see it underneath your left armpit. Slowly release, right leg goes down, left leg lifts up. Toes are facing down. Bend that top leg, stack the hips one on top of the other. Looking at that foot under your right shoulder. One more big breath in and out. And release both feet down. Bend the knees. Big toes together. Knees wide as your mat. Set the hips back. Reach the arms forward. Extended child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat. And relax. Start to make your way back up. We're going to take the left foot and bring it outside of the left hand. You might need to walk your right knee back a little bit as your hips come down towards the ground. This knee is going to be right over top of the ankle, so check that out. We're in lizard pose. Both hands are on the inside of the left foot. You can tuck your toes and lift your back leg if you'd like, or stay here. If you want more stretch and your body is okay with it this morning, you can come to your forearms. But there's no need if your body isn't there this morning. And then if you're on your forearms, come back onto your hand. You're going to roll slightly onto the edge, the outside edge of that foot. Just open it up a little bit more. You can even give it a gentle push. So the inside of the foot has lifted now off the ground. Wonderful. Come back down, flat foot, knee over top of ankle. Bend that back leg and maybe reach and connect. If you can connect, awesome. If your body's like, not today, which mine is barely there, you can just keep reaching for it, and that's fine. Some days the quads and the hip flexors say, okay, and some days they're like, it's not my day, and that's fine. All right, release. Bring that foot back and we'll switch over to the other side. Right foot comes to the outside of the hands on the outside of the mat. Knee is over the ankle. And we're sinking the hips down into lizard again. Option to tuck that back leg and lift the hip or lift the knee if you want. Option to come down to the forearms, give the wrists a little break if that's accessible to you today. And come back to the hands. If you were on the forearms, roll onto the outside edge of the foot and push that knee slightly away. Just gentle pressure, not anything crazy here. And bring that foot back flat on the ground, knee over the ankle. Bend that back leg and reach for it. Maybe they connect, maybe they don't. Either way is all good. And release. Come on back. Tuck the toes, have a seat. Cross your right arm over your chest. And switch. Take that arm up over your head. Bend the elbow for a tricep stretch. Walking the fingers down the middle of the spine. And switch. Release. Bring the hands to the ground, kick the feet to the side, have a seat so you can slide legs all the way extended. Take a big breath in, biggest inhale you've taken all day. And exhale, let it go as you reach forward. Hold. Let the head hang. Let the body be heavy. One more big breath in and out. And we'll start to make our way up. Coming down to our back. Bring that right foot to the left knee. Arms out straight side to side. And drop it over to the left. Look to the right. Come back to center. Extend the right leg, bend the left leg. Left toe comes to right knee. Drop it over to the right. Look to the left. And release. Come back to your back. Bend both knees. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees splay out wide side to side. Take your hands to your belly. And we'll take our last minute right here. Nothing to do except for breathe. Take a a couple quiet moments to yourself. And we'll slowly take our arms to the outside of the legs to guide the knees back together. Roll onto one side and press it up to a seat. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in class next week. See you then.